What's going on, Mr. Josh? What do you got here?
So, we're Leaf Solution, founded in 2001. We are the first stainless steel micro mesh gutter guard on the market, starting with Leaf Solution. We have 7 U.S. patents throughout in the U.S. The first one came with Leaf Solution on the 3 capillary dip system, which essentially allows it to install even on a roof line, but force a directional water change at 3 different points just to increase its water intake and to prevent failure from ever going the edge. This is about 50 to 55 gallons of water per minute right now, and as you can see, it's barely getting to the first dip. And what happens is, you can see it happening right here a little bit. It'll actually cause the water to aerate if it needs to and starts acting as a filter. All 3 products, Extreme, Leaf Solution, and New Wave, come in a flat back mount that slides under the shingles, and a fascia mount like we're demoing here on the Extreme, that gets mounted into the fascia board that actually acts as a strengthening mechanism that could allow a 200-pound man to do pull-ups on this, which you can find various videos of people doing on the internet, because it essentially puts a bracket over the entire system. We have a patented hemming system on our mesh products. We're one of the only products that doesn't glue, tape our materials together. This is an actual mechanical bonding process where it hems the micro mesh around an aluminum substrate. And the reason that that's important, as it keeps constant surface tension, as you can see in our mesh, which just creates another active suction of the water, pulling it down into the guard. What you see here and in my hand are our patented miters. We're the only company in the world that can create an extension to the gutter line off of the valley and on the straights. It comes in 5 variations: the inside miter, the straight miter, an outside corner, and our 2 bays for those rare 45-degree situations. It comes in various types of mesh. Our preferred mesh is what we're demoing today. It's a 42 mesh. It's the best all-around mesh. It's our highest selling product. This will literally keep pine needles out. No pine needle should ever get into this and dance. These are real shingle granulars that it's keeping out, even on this 24 mesh that's on our miters here. These will not ever get inside the system. What's important about the miters is that this is the only system on the market that is a self-shedding system. And what that means is, even if you've got a second level dormer or downspout creating an unusual high volume of water right here, you no longer need to put a diverter up after you put a gutter guard on, which would just exacerbate the problem of building debris up the roof line and decomposing on your shingles. Big problem area, of course, is the inside. This is our most popular miter. What we're demoing today is actually our directional high flow screen, and that's for the situations, usually in areas up north in the US, where you get an extremely high volume of water. I'm trying not to splash everywhere, but you can see that that's somewhere around, 90 to 100. And the 24 mesh, unfortunately, it would fill this tray because this was made to be rated for 60 gallons of water per minute. So we had to compromise a little protection on these, but drastically increase the amount of water volume that it will intake. This is our budget product, which is more for if you just have super large debris, you're not worrying about pine needles, which some area of the country does. This product has many competitors on the market that I won't name, but you can feel more than free to put any of them up against this, and you will see that New Wave intakes at least 45, which is what we're displaying here today. It has patented raindrop holes instead of circles. This is important because a perfect circle, water will bead on. The raindrops are odd shaped and will break the surface tension and draw the water down, which is why it can intake so much water. The waves that are rolled into it are to make sure it's not a flat piece of metal surface like a lot of its competition, because flat metal will allow the leaf to just stick on there and not dry up and blow off. So that pretty much goes through our baseline of products. We have some certain different levels of higher mesh that we can incorporate onto our screens for areas that have maybe really high tar, really large high pollen count. It can create kind of a film over because it doesn't have pine needles to keep out, but it's got all that tar and pollen that will sit there and build a film. So we just increase the pore size of the holes and it flushes the system out more seamlessly. So that's pretty much it. You got any questions?
You stole most of them.
Yeah,
what about warranty?
All right, great question. So all of our products come with a 20-year manufacturer's warranty, which is a no-nonsense warranty that they will not rust, decay, fall apart, excluding for acts of God. Like, while we would argue that if the fascia was properly installed, that even a tornado could come by, it might take your roof, but that gutter's probably still going to be screwed into your fascia board. That's how strong it makes it. And that warranty goes for all of our products. And then, of course,
all of these are screwed into the fascia?
No, so this one is the fascia mount, okay. And then these two are flat back. They all come in a fascia mount. Gotcha. The only thing that I left off is that we, on top of the miters, we have a fascia. These are flat back end caps, but the end caps are just a nice finishing solution for the edge to tie it up, make sure no debris can get in there in the side.
Right. Awesome. Price-wise, what's price point for something like this?
So, depending on areas throughout the U.S., install needs, different roof lines might require a more involved installation. This one installs for an average of about $14 a linear foot. This is Extreme. Leaf Solution, which is our Pro line, which offers more protection, more features and benefits than any of our product, installs for typically around $19 to $20 a linear foot. And then our low level for just really large debris, or maybe the customer just really doesn't feel like they need that extra protection, this installs for around $8 to $10 a foot. This is our new wave product.
What we find is a lot of these are flimsy, that you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, the product's flimsy, even at big chain stores that are suppliers. The products just flat don't work. They end up buckling, they end up warping, they do crazy things, they lift up the shingles on the edge of the house. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah, so you brought up a great point, and another feature of both of our mesh products, and I'll get one for you to hold, is that they are extremely durable because of our patented hemming process that bonds the four pieces of metal together. But more importantly, they are intentionally made with a very lightweight design. I'll give you that to hold. And that's because in areas where you might get a lot of debris, or more importantly, ice in your gutters, you don't want to add weight to something that already gets ripped off from unnecessary weight from bad weather.
Right.
But I would say an entire 5-foot panel, which is what these come in, and get seamed in between, weighs, this one right here weighs barely a pound for Leaf Solution. Awesome. For an entire 5-foot section.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
No, thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. And yeah, we look forward to working with you.